Hi, this is Sharon Pastilli. This is the Finance Committee meeting of the RTM on Monday, June 21st. Called the meeting to order at 9:33 p.m. And I'm just going to call attendance really quickly. Hank Ferentz.
I am here.
Matt Jacobs.
Yes, ma'am.
Ed Bateson.
Here.
Amy O'Shea. Tamisha Powell-Dunmore. Joe Siebert.
Present.
And Joe Vergara.
Here.
Okay. So, I'm sorry, hold on, I'm toggling.
We do a motion to approve the meeting minutes, assuming everybody did receive them, right?
Yeah,
no?
So moved. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? I went back and looked at last time's minutes, and I had said that we didn't have any minutes from the meeting before because it was the budget, but we didn't approve the March minutes. So I don't know if we can approve the March minutes as well, and then for anyone that wasn't on the March meeting could abstain. So can I have a motion to approve the March minutes as well?
Matt motions.
I'll second it. All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Anyone abstaining?
I'm abstaining.
Abstain.
Jill.
Yes, I think it would be Jill and Ed, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you. And sorry about that.
That was Ed and Jill.
Okay.
That was Ed and Jill abstaining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep.
Can I? I'm sorry, Sharon.
Yeah.
I was having a brain cramp here. I have to abstain from the vote on the minutes from last month.
Oh, that's right, because you had a call. Yep.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. Thanks.
Okay.
Hank. Okay.
For May's minutes, right, Hank?
Yep.
Yes, for me.
Yeah. Thank you.
Sorry about the confusion.
Nope. No issue.
Okay. And then item 3 on the assessor's report for elderly and disabled tax relief. Do I have a motion to approve?
Joe.
Do I have a second?
Second. Matt.
Hank.
Or Hank.
Okay. Is there any
Give it a Hank.
discussion?
Hey guys, I don't have my
think we
agenda
have
in
to
front of me.
vote
Is
on
this an
this.
actionable item?
Oh, it
No.
is not yet. Okay. Next time?
I don't
No,
think
it's
that we
just to
ever
hear a
vote on it.
report.
It's
We
just
don't
a
vote on it.
report.
Oh, okay. Fine. Thank you. Okay. So item 4 is the reappointments to the Ethics Commission. And Karen had mentioned that these 3 reappointments are not coming before us because they've all come before us recently. Do we have a motion to approve item 4?
I'll make a motion.
Okay. Do we have a second?
Second.
Matt.
That was.
Is there any discussion?
Was that Matt who seconded? I couldn't hear.
Yeah.
No,
Thank you.
It wasn't.
Oh, it was Ed.
It was not Matt.
Oh, is that? Oh, sorry. Okay.
Thank you.
Is there any discussion? All those in favor, please say aye.
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 Is there anyone opposed? Are there any abstentions? Okay, item passes unanimously. Item 5 is the resolution as recommended by the Board of Selectmen for the Neighborhood Assistance Act. Do I have a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion.
Ed Bateson will second.
Okay, thanks, Ed. Is there any discussion? Okay, all those in favor, please say aye.
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 Anyone opposed? Any abstentions? Item passes unanimously. Item 6 is the Community Development Block Grant. Do I have a motion to approve?
Hank will
I'll
make a motion.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Hank?
Do you have a second?
I'll second. Jill.
Okay. Is there any discussion? Okay. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
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 Anyone opposed? Any abstentions? Okay. Item passes unanimously. Item 7 is the WPCA microgrid project. Do we have a motion to approve?
Joe.
Okay. Do we have a second?
And Hank will second.
Okay. Is there any discussion? I actually have a question, Ed. You had asked, like, if animal control and the fire school were included, and they said no, but they were going to follow up, right, and let us know what the situation is with those two?
I don't believe they were going to follow up. I think their attitude is that they feel that there's enough money in the contingency to cover those aspects of it. That's what I got. That was my takeaway from it.
Okay.
The discussion. But I just wanted to clear up the fact that the WPCA is not paying for that, so that's going to come out of somewhere.
Got it. Okay, great.
But I am going to abstain on this because I do want to see what that WPCA reserve fund is. I know they asked for it at the Board of Finance, but the Board of Finance said question was, do we have enough money in the reserve to pay for this? And Jared's answer was yes. I want to see a dollar amount. I know it's several $million, but you got to remember we're going to be banging a lot of numbers through that reserve fund in the next several years. So I think we need to start paying attention to that before the WPCA comes to us and starts asking for money.
Yeah, there's a lot coming up. Okay. Is there any further discussion on item 7? Okay, I'm hearing none. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? And any abstentions? I'm going to
Jill is
abstain.
abstaining.
Okay.
Yes, and Hank is going to abstain also.
Okay, so abstain. Okay, so in favor was that Joe?
Yeah, it was Joe.
Okay. We have anyone else in favor? Okay. No one was opposed, and then so that means abstaining is Jill, Hank, Ed, Matt.
Excuse me.
Me.
Wait, just so I'm clear, Hank, Ed, Jill, and Matt abstain?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Jill, Hank, Ed, Matt, Sharon.
And Sharon.
Yep.
Thank you.
Okay, great.
I guess that was process of elimination, right?
I know, right? Well, it's like
sorry about that. That should have been easy for me.
I flipped the page that has attendance on it, so now it was fine to check. Okay.
All
so
right.
Item 8. No, it's fine. It's really hard on the phone. I can't wait till we're back in person. Okay, so item 8 is the $945,000 for the remediation of Gould Manor.
I'll make the motion, Jill.
Okay. Do we have a second?
Ed Bateson will second.
Okay. Do we have discussion? Okay, hearing none. All those in favor, please say aye.
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 Is there anyone opposed? Are there any abstentions? Okay, item passes unanimously. And then item 9, with respect to the abandonment of Cherry Street, do we have a motion to approve?
Ed Bateson will approve.
Okay, and then do we have a second?
Matt seconds.
Okay. Do we have any discussion?
Yeah. Well, go ahead.
I was just going to say this seems like a pretty obvious no-brainer. Why hold it up?
I thought we talked about this a year ago or over a year ago, and there were questions as to the value of this land and whether or not the town was going to receive anything for it. And then it got pulled by the attorney that was doing it. I'm surprised to see that it came back, and I'm a little confused,
Hank,
so I'm going to abstain.
Hank, I'll give you my 2 cents on that. I remember when this came to us, and I was just like, I was in that camp too. It was like, how come we're not getting any money? And then somebody told, I think Peter Ambrose was the attorney, right?
He was, yes.
Yeah, and I think somebody had, and then months later, somebody had told me like that when we did this, when we abandoned it for Bed Bath & Beyond, we didn't get any money. So I'm like, oh, okay, I'm not. If I didn't get any money when we abandoned the lower half, then I'm not going to abandon. I'm not going to ask money for the top half. So that was my attitude. Like, shame on me. I should have asked from day one.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I didn't know.
You're
that.
right, though, Hank. If another one did come up, I would be looking for money. But I think that I don't know. We screwed it up from day one, I think.
Well, for me, there were 2 issues. It was the failure to pay us for the land, which was baffling to me. I didn't understand why we wouldn't get anything for it. And I think it's problematic not to put these kinds of, it's basically a land sale without getting money for it, and I don't understand why our land acquisition committee doesn't review all of these sorts of things, like with what happened on Riverside. And so it was the value amount for me, but it was also, there was another issue of just kind of what Drew raised, the possibility that acquiring this extra land could enable them to build more than they otherwise would have. And so getting an additional value that they're not paying for, but also, and this is in my district, being able to build higher and possibly not, some kind of building that wouldn't otherwise been built there, which was concerning to me for the neighbors' sake. Having heard from him and him saying that he's not interested in combining with the other landowner and that he has no intention of selling makes it a little different for me, and also having driven there and seeing the state of that paper street and the prospect of him improving it and making it better for the whole neighborhood it's a really good idea for me. So I'm leaning towards yes, but I might abstain just to be able to consider some of the. Jim never answered our questions originally. Those original questions about whether this acquiring this land enables either owner to build more than they otherwise would have. And I'd like that question answered.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, I've driven it. So my son borrowed my mother's little sports car for prom, and he blew out the clutch on it. So I've actually spent time in the parking lot at Fairfield Transmission. And it is definitely in really rough shape. Like, I can see why they would want to take possession of that section between them and Circle Collision, because it's, it's a big mud puddle, and it's an eyesore. But I agree, like, we wouldn't want some huge building going up instead. That, the paper street sort of protects that from us, right? Protects us from that right now, right? So,
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there any further discussion? Okay. Hearing none. All those in favor, please say aye.
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 Okay. So is that Matt and Joe?
Ed Bateson, aye.
And okay. So
Matt Jacobs, aye.
okay.
I'm going back and forth here. Hang on a second. Yeah, okay. I'll vote yes. Joe.
Okay. Any opposed? Any abstentions?
Yes, Jill, I'm abstaining.
And Hank.
Okay. I'm going to abstain also.
Jill, Hank, and Sharon. Thank you.
Yep.
Abstain.
Okay, great. Okay, so item 10 is the pollinator pathway resolution. Do we have a motion to approve?
I'll make the motion, Jill.
Okay.
Matt,
Bateson will
second.
second.
Oh, give it to Ed. You can have it.
Okay. Is there any discussion?
I think we had plenty
I don't
of discussion.
have my agenda. This is the sense of the body, right?
It's a sense of the body motion, and there was 75% more discussion than we needed.
You think it was that much?
I was going to follow. Go ahead.
I might be low. It might be 90% too much.
Yeah, I think maybe you're right. Yeah.
If anyone wants milkweed, I have some. Okay, I'll add that to the discussion.
I was going to volunteer to fill out that form 4 times so we can move on. I'm sorry. I'm a little punchy.
Okay.
Listen, I'm already like 3 steps there just because I'm too lazy to take care of my lawn, so everything else took it over. So I'm like most of the way there already.
Is there any other discussion? Okay. Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
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 Is there anyone opposed? Any abstentions? Item passes unanimously. And then item 11, we didn't cover.
Right.
Yeah, she didn't show up. Is that the supplemental?
Yeah.
Item 11 was the harbor the change in the wording in the harbor.
That's
that goes to LNA. That's not actionable for us.
Yeah.
Right.
And then, but there was
That's
one
correct,
more.
yeah.
Oh, I know what the other one was. It was on the supplemental. Sorry.
Fair TV.
I have I have
Fair TV,
yes.
windows open. So 11 is not actionable, and then 12, we haven't heard from the candidate yet, so we can just vote on it.
Take no action.
Right.
Yeah. All right, so we'll just say no action on item 11.
Yeah, just for the minutes, just say committee took no action because there was no presentation.
Yeah, okay. Great. Anything else?
And item 11 is no action because it's not actionable, right?
Yep.
Not actionable for our committee. It's the first hearing by LNA. It'll come to us next week.
Right. Gotcha. Thank you.
And same with tax relief. Not actionable.
Yep.
Okay,
Got
cool.
it.
I think otherwise we're covered. So, do I have a motion to adjourn?
Joe?
I'll make the motion
to adjourn.
Oh, Jill.
Second.
Who wants
it?
Jill and Ed.
Okay, it's 9:54, FYI. All those in
Got it.
favor, please signify by saying aye.
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 Is there anyone opposed? Item passes unanimously. All right, have a nice evening, everybody. We'll see you
Thank
next
you.
week.
Yeah, you did the same.
Thanks. You too, Sharon.
All right,
Good-
bye-bye.
Thanks,
night, all.
everybody. Good night.